Hi everyone, Renee here, and I am here with February's Cut Above Layout Kit for the Craft with Heart subscription service from Close to My Heart. If you want more information about the subscription service, just check the description box down below. I'll have everything there for you. So this month we have a couple of really fun, colorful layouts. Happy Every Day, I just love this one. Everything about it just is happy. I mean, it's perfect color selection, and we'll make that one first. The second one I'm going to make is this one. It's called Today is the Day. However, I am not going to use that particular sticker. It is actually a sticker that goes on there that says Today is the Day. However, what I'm going to do differently is I am going to change the title of this to Missing Piece, and I'm going to use our thin cuts. I am going to wait and cut it out of scraps that I'll have left over from the February full Workshop Your Way layouts, so I will show you that at a later time. But these die cuts are just the perfect size for this layout, and when I saw this wheel, it made me think about, and I'm going to tell a story while I am starting here, but just keep this in your mind. I became a widow at the age of, let's see, how old was I? 42? Yeah, 42. I became a widow. Unfortunately, my first husband had leukemia, and he succumbed to the disease. And you know, I had a 19-year-old son at the time, and he had just moved out of the house and was going to college. And while I got to see him all the time because he was just in the town next to ours, it was still pretty hard to be, you know, a widow at such a young age. And I was like, okay, what am I gonna, you know, what is my life now? What am I going to do with myself? I never, you know, you never expect that something like that is going to happen to you at such a young age. Well, I met my current husband while I was helping out with a class at my alma mater. And he was finishing up his studies after he got done, got retired from the military. So I met him, and we hit it off. We were just friends. I thought he was it was an online class, and so what it was is the students could ask questions, and then those of us who were helping out with the class would answer questions for them. And his questions were always really well thought out. You could tell the students who were just like trying to ask questions because they knew, sorry about the squeaky gun, because they knew that they had to in order to get a passing grade. Well, his questions, they didn't seem like they were just made up questions. They actually seemed like questions that he was sincerely curious about. And the class was Death and Dying. And so I was talking from my perspective of going through that process, going through hospice with my first husband. And little by little, he filled in the missing piece. So that's why I am going to change the title on the other one to The Missing Piece. So I will be doing this set a little bit differently than I normally do, but I'll put on some music for you, and I hope you enjoy, and I'll be back at the end and we can talk a little bit. Okay, so that is that for this one. I really like how these look raised up like they are. The one thing that I messed up on is I did not notice that these strips, a polka dot, are supposed to go underneath the photos. Now, I could slip it in on this one because these are just my photo holders. So that wouldn't be a problem to go ahead and slip that in. But I wouldn't be able to put the other piece under here. So unfortunately, I messed up a little bit, but I don't think it detracts in any way from the layout itself. So I think what I'll do is I'll just hold on to these stickers and I'll use them on another layout. I think that would be absolutely fine. So learn from my mistake, look and make sure, look at what's on the very bottom of everything, do it first. So that's that layout. Now the second layout, I really am liking it. Now I did change this a bit from the original, from what you're gonna get in your instructions. So if you look in your instructions, it has you place this one, and this one. Well, this one I didn't do because these guys were laying flat, and if I were to put that there, it just didn't look right to me. And then if I were to put the blue one in there, I've got these photos on here, and that wouldn't look right. So I know that if I were to put them on, it may give it a little bit of a dimension, but I think what I'd rather do is hold on to these two pieces and use them for something else besides. I think this also feeds into my story about the missing piece. So these are the journaling strips, and the journaling strips are supposed to go in here. So I'm gonna hold off. I'll use those when I actually do the journaling. So here is this layout. I think it turned out really cute. I really like it. So if you have any questions about this particular kit, this is the February Cut Above layout kit for the Craft with Heart subscription service. Just go ahead and leave me a message down in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Have a great day.